Welcome back to my F125 Driver Career Mode. This is part number 34 today for the Japanese Grand Prix of Season 3 round number 2. If you missed the previous episode of Australia, I recommend you go and check the one before seeing this one, because spoiler alert, I pitted under the virtual safety car, nobody else did, and I was able to hold on for a podium in my first race for Red Bull. So I don't think that's too bad a start, but we have got work to do if we want to try and challenge for this driver's title. Now, R&D wise, they've only got 377 R&D points as well. Major weight reduction potentially, tyre wears, Carlos has pointed out, that will probably come on as well. We're going to get engine power possibly, ERS. Yeah, I've noticed the fluctuation between the points as well. We're not going to be paying 1,100 points for that, so don't worry about that. In terms of the R&D graph, we do bring an upgrade. That engine upgrade and the tyre wear upgrade both went on successfully, so that's put us right on the back of Ferrari, which is good news on paper. We'll see how it does on track. Mercedes brought an upgrade. Pretty much everybody except Haas and Racing Bulls, by the looks of that, have brought some sort of upgrade here, so no real changes are in the pecking order. So we'll see if McLaren, they were way out in front in Melbourne, but we'll see what the upgrades do. Hopefully our upgrades will do, although it is engine power and engine isn't quite as dominant here as other tracks.
Yep, nothing to see here.
It's into qualifying we go. First lap was only good enough for P17 as well. And Sainz, what are you doing on the exit there? Thankfully it hasn't cost me any time though. I actually gained time going past the van. There's hopefully gained a little bit with the, with him as a little bit of a toe down the straight. But 3/10 up for the first sector, that's much better. A little bit of slide there on the front, and I've lost. That's cost me probably almost a tenth there, a little on the grass there as well. So now we come into the, what I think is the Degners, if I remember rightly. As well as I come up to the hairpin. No, it's not going well. I've lost another half a tenth as well. A bit wide there, that's not great. And now I've lost. Yeah. So I pretty much lost all the time that I gained through Sector 1 in one corner, pretty much. So, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. I'm sliding all over the place through Spoon as well now. I'm going to try and get that, the best straight exit I can down to Spoon towards 130R. Round the outside, keeping to the right hand side as we go through 130R here. Took too much curb there, lost time again. And this has been an awful lap. I mean, if you looked in the dictionary of awful laps, you would definitely find this one, and probably find a lot of my other qualifying laps from over the years on that page in the dictionary as well. And no surprise, it's P17 as well. Yeah, Russell got a penalty. We don't need to talk about that. Tsunoda though wasn't involved in. He's done something else, but I mean. Yeah, did they get the wrong Aston Martin, tried to favour Alonso? I mean, they don't need to do that. The old man's down in P15. In terms of race director, yeah, 2 illegal blockers. I'm not quite sure what that was doing. But anyway, basically, what needs to happen here is I'm going to hope for a miracle. It's time for the race day's Japanese Grand Prix. should explain how how qualifying was, because my teammates on the front row, so that's probably where the pace is. Everyone seems to be starting on the soft tyres. I'm very sceptical. I do not think that the soft. I don't know if the softs are going to last, so I'm going to switch it up. As you know me. I think we'll start mediums. That way, if necessary, we can undercut onto the hard tyres, or we can go on the softs at the end. It gives us a strategy either way. So that's the plan of action. 5 red lights in for the Japanese Grand Prix here at Suzuka, and away we go. It's a much better start than Sonoda, of course, who starts with his penalty. So I'm going to go around the outside of Isaac Hajar as well. Going to have to be locked off by the Audi, and there's a bit of contact with Hajar, forced off there at turn 1, and then I've been shoved off by Bortoletto there and the Audi driver. Excuse me, sort of half barged me off. He has got a Haas there, and I'm not entirely sure that's Bortoletto's fault, because obviously we are going 3 wide into that corner. Fortunately, there is no damage. That is the crucial thing. And I have gained positions off the start anyway. Just not as many as I was hoping for there. That's Bortoletto, obviously, isn't it? There's a replay with Alonso. This will be a retelling. Yeah, it's just not enough space there for 3 of us. So it is a racing incident. So nevertheless, I'll just try and move forwards, and straight away by my usual double dive bomb here at the hairpin as well. And on this year's game, you can get a driver on the exit, because the AI are terrible on exit from slow speed corners. So that's what I did to Colapinto as well. I mean, this is now a textbook manoeuvre here at Suzuka on F125, not like other previous F1 games. Next part, now this penultimate corner, a bit of contact there with Russell. I didn't really mean to make that overtake, I'm going to be honest, but you know, Russell was going way too slow into that corner, and to be honest, the Mercedes car, unlike in real life, is not dominant. The one car that is dominant though is the McLaren, and Lando Norris is the car that leads the way. He'll be hoping to convert his pole position into victory after I slowed him up in Australia. Also, the ones I need to get ahead of are 2 Frenchmen of Gasly and Ocon. Gasly's gone in front of Ocon with DRS as well. Next up for me though will be Sir Lewis Hamilton down the inside, and that's a bit more of a textbook manoeuvre. Not able to get Antonelli on the exit though, so he'll have to wait for the final corner, and that's a lot cleaner than what happened on his teammate. Up to P8 now. Next up is Ocon, who's been dropped by Gasly as well. So as well, again, almost on the, well, a little bit on the grass there, not as much as on lap 1, but nevertheless, I wanted to make that manoeuvre done. And to make this manoeuvre done on the AI, you have to go around the outside. You can see Hamilton had to go on the inside there as well. You can do it on the inside, but it's better to do it on the outside, and you can see there that Hamilton's going to get past by going on the outside of Ocon, which is a bit of a problem for us. I would hope that Ocon could hold up Hamilton. I could break 1 second as well, and that's a spin that left for Alonso, and he has not had a good start to the season, and it's gone from bad to worse for him too, as well as Piastri's been overtaken by Albon, I think. As well, that's Hamilton having to go down the inside. That was close going through turn 1 as well. This is why I want you have to defend the outside against the AI, otherwise they will just go past here. And look at that DRS. Yeah, Hamilton on the grass, but fortunately no contact. I've had enough. The rears are on rear left 30%, rear right 27%. Once again, the wear differential between the player and the AI is, you know, it's not a fair battle in terms of tyre wear, in my opinion, on this game. And there's multiple factors to that, between the fact that the player and the AI do not experience the same factors when it comes to tyre wear. So nevertheless, I'm going to put the hard tyres on. These should take me to the end of the race. What pace I'm going to be able to extract on the hards, yeah, as well. But some of the AI are also picking on tyres, as well as a rear end loss. I only just came out in front of Russell, but I've gained a little bit on gas. I think it was like 2.5, but Fortunately for me, that's Russell going down the inside, and that's Hamilton, and I'm going sideways through turn 1, but look at the exit I've got out going through sideways, but I'm not able to get Hamilton, and that might be it. I mean, he is going to get me DRS initially, so I was thinking, oh, I might be able to get back at Hamilton, but at this point it was, Hamilton just needed to warm the hards up, and he was gone. He's gone. That's it. Game over. The only chance I have now is if Gasly holds up Hamilton. Russell, by the way, is not really much of a threat. Unlike Hamilton, I'm able to hold him off with just the battery. And Hamilton breezes past. Makes me think that Ferrari have a bit of an issue in terms of engine. That engine looks like 2019 legal. Gasly, yeah, I was catching him. Surprised myself that I was actually catching him towards the end. I was going into between none and medium, not like as what I was doing in Australia, but I was going none first sector. But I'd need about, if I had about 5-10 more laps, I would have been able to catch him. Look, Gasly out of fuel there. As Russell's just flying past him. I don't know, but that was awful. P8. The pace was not there. My teammate was done a 30.7 fastest lap, albeit on softs. My fastest lap was a 32.3. Maybe I should have strung it out for soft tyres and just lived with the misery of the tyre wear, but yes. Drivers' standings wise, however, Sainz has the lead, and I don't believe I've ever had it in a career mode of mine where my teammate is the Drivers' Championship leader. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below if you remember another career mode, but I believe that is 18 points back. It's not the end of the world, but can't afford another result like this. It has to be a good result in the next race as well. We need upgrades. 17 points back in structures, again, that is doable, but yeah, we can't have another P8. Jeddah is a better track for me, but is it a better track for the car? Obviously, science has shown that this car lacks straight line speed, and yeah, that's where the ERS, I think ERS, that major ERS upgrade is going to help a lot. It's going to allow me to save battery, it's going to allow it to push, it's going to give us more power, and more, not only just in qualifying as well, because I'm going to be able to hopefully run overtake for longer in qualifying, get me the extra pace, which will push me up the field in terms of my awful qualifying performances, although I did manage to get P10 in Australia, P17 here. And then obviously in terms of engine power, we've already got that on. Didn't quite see the effects of that, but we'll have to have a look in Jeddah and see whether or not that's improved the top speed. And then obviously if it's not improving the top speed, then we need to think, okay, is it something like drag reduction? There is a rear downforce upgrade that will be put on next, basically, which I didn't notice until the next race, which I mentioned in yesterday's video. So that is the plan of action in terms of R&D. It's not over yet, but I've come from worse behind. I've come from 40 points back in one's career mode season and have still managed to almost win. So it's a long season. I've only done 2 races. Hopefully Jeddah is not as catastrophically bad, and then hopefully you can start getting some upgrades for Imola as well, with engine power, drag reduction. I'm hoping for a good race at Monaco, because that should benefit me, because Monaco, they haven't fixed Raskas and Anthony knows, so I should have a pace advantage by about a second there. Might start from the back as well to make it interesting to let me know how you feel about that. All of that though is to come. Yes, I hope you have enjoyed this shorter career mode video. There wasn't really much in the second half. I do apologise about that. Russell is not a threat. That's just Mercedes paced in this career mode at this moment. But yes, I really do appreciate for all of you that like, comment, subscribe. I do read all your comments. I will get round to if I haven't replied to your comments. I will get round at some point, but I presume if I'm correctly wrong, I am up to date. But yes, until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.